thank you so much. But that's only the beginning. Ariel and Cristina, on this, your wedding day, there are so many things I wish I had the time to say to assist you as you begin your life's journey together. But I will try to make this short. I thank God for making your paths meet 14 years ago and for the love that grew between you. The few years that intervened and placed a distance between you were most probably what you both needed in order to grow a bit more mature, so that once you got back together again, you were better prepared to face life's challenges without letting go of each other's hands.
Thank you, baby. Good evening, all. After baby's speech, mine is going to be anticlimactic. Sa wakas, konyo, natuloy rin. Si Ariel at si Cristina. I'm only going to speak here for a few minutes because of my throat. If I go too long, Cristina has threatened to cut it. I've tried to memorize this speech, which isn't easy when you have the memory retention of a geriatric goldfish who has the onset of Alzheimer's. So please forgive me if I resort to my notes every so often. I did ask for an auto-cue to be set up, but apparently, with Waterview's reception, the wedding budget doesn't stretch that far. And neither does my eyesight. Let me start by welcoming you all to this happy occasion. Today, we are surrounded by most of the friends and family that have been important to us during our lives. Some have traveled hundreds of miles just to be here today, from the Philippines and from the United States. Let's welcome them to Australia with a good Aussie cheer. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. And to the locals, the bulk of whom are Filos, a term we use for the local Filipino Australians. Thank you all for being here and sharing this very happy occasion with the Villamayor and Carvalho families. Let me now speak about the bride, my lovely daughter, Cristina. Born 18 October 1976, I blinked, and today here I am, giving Cristina away in marriage, or I gave her away earlier this afternoon. When Cristina and Ariel stood together earlier and she spoke those magic words, "I do," I had cause to reflect that it was one of the few times in her life that she's agreed to do something without question. Don't get me wrong, Cristina is a wonderful and obedient child and did not give us any problems. Then she discovered the word opinion. I'm sure you all know what I mean. Seriously though, for those of you who don't know Cristina very well, I can tell you that she's a daughter to be more than proud of. Yes, I know fathers are biased. Yes, I know she could never do anything wrong in my eyes. And she does have a mind of her own, as I dare say Ariel has discovered by now. Anyway, Cristina has, however, always brought happiness, brightness into our lives, and I'm sure that this will continue into Ariel's. Hopefully they can provide us with a grandchild in the near future. This will give Milen and myself a great reason to retire, so we can babysit. And now, to Ariel, my son-in-law. Ariel, Milet and I are delighted to welcome you into our family. You probably are not aware, but I did some detective work and asked your mates what sort of a guy you were. Most of the feedback I got was that you're genuinely a nice guy. And although I've never asked your parents, Arnold and Baby, I can see how proud they are of you. Tama ba? And I'm sure you'll make Milet and myself proud too. Welcome to our family. You can now call me Dad too. Anyway, many of you probably don't know that Ariel was Jeanette's first boyfriend in love. They went their separate ways for a while, but found each other again and reignited the flame. And today you are all witnessing the public declaration of their love for each other. A love we know will last, as they vow to each other today, before God and all of us, till death do us part. Ariel, Jeanette, just a few words of wisdom that will be key to a happy, lasting, and successful marriage, and help keep your love and passion for each other burning as strong as the first day you fell in love with each other. Firstly, you must both realize that marriage isn't easy, but it's not impossible. Many of us know that everyone faces highs and lows, smooth and rough seas, ups and downs in a lifetime commitment. There is no secret to a happy marriage. You just have to both work hard at it, like most of us. Number 2, never be ashamed to show your love and appreciation for each other publicly or privately. Look at good old Johnny Howard. Up to now, he still holds hands in public with Jeanette after 35 years of marriage. Tama? Nothing to be ashamed of. And number 3, remember the word compromise. It's a key word in every successful marriage. It's a win-win situation for both. Right? Number 4, there is no challenge in a marriage that cannot be overcome with the following 3-word sentences. I was wrong, you were right, and I love you. Thank you. And number 5, never go to bed in the middle of an argument. Stay up and fight. And settle the argument before you turn in. Right? Otherwise, you'll have a hangover the next day. And lastly, don't forget that happy marriages begin when we marry the one we love, and blossom when we love the one we marry.
Wow.
And now we go to the thank yous. One of the most, or the best things about being a bloke, lalaki, macho, is that weddings organize themselves. And you get to have your Bacardi rum and coke in the local RSL playing the pokies because dresses are being fitted in your house. And you're as welcome as a fox in a hen house. My lovely wife, Milette, let Cristina handle the reins, but worked hard in the background and worried about every detail. There were a few tense moments, disagreements, frayed nerves between mother and daughter, but that is expected. Without Milette's inputs and suggestions, this day may not have been as smooth as it turned out. Milette, thank you. Next in the pecking order, I'd like to thank my youngest daughter, Isabel. Despite a very hectic work, school, and social schedule, she was able to sew her own maid of honor gown and 3 bridesmaids' gowns, the ones you saw today. There were a few anxious moments, kumbaga, it was photo finish, almost a dead hit, as only last night she was adjusting the hemline of Leah's dress and fixing buttons. Time now for a commercial break. She accepts orders for presyong kamagana, or in English, a very bargain basement. All right. I would like also to thank my sisters-in-law, Angeline Carvalho and Raquel Mendoza, for the flower arrangements you saw in the church and few decorations. Kenya also decorated the wedding cake you see here. It's very plain. She added the flowers. It's very straightforward. Another commercial break. She accepts orders for wedding cakes and birthday cakes and flower arrangements. Raquel also worked hard at the Philippine end, securing the arias, the veil, the cord, and the wedding giveaways that you have in your table. So Raquel, thank you. But as I say, I knew sisters-in-law had to be good for something. Next, I would like to thank my son, Nick, for installing the gazebo, which sheltered Angeline and Raquel from the sun while they were working on the flower arrangements. I'm hopeless when it comes to assembling things. And if not for Nick, we would have had sisters-in-law on toast today as an entree. I would like to thank David, Isabel's current beau, for organizing the bus that took most of the senior and soon-to-be senior citizens to this reception. Poor night visibility, also known as failing eyesight and weak knees, would have prevented many of them from driving to the city and walking from the parking lot to the reception. I just hope the bus driver does not forget to pick us up well tonight. But don't worry, David's surname is Hilton. And if that happens, we will have a place to stay in tonight. No, it's Baghari actually. And I would also like to thank Agnes, who coordinated the wedding despite Father Mix trying to subvert Agnes, you know. But at least the intention was there. You know Father Mick, you know, he tried to organize everything. Anyway, and I would also like to thank the principal and secondary sponsors, the best man, maid of honor, the bridesmaids, the flower girl, ring bearer, for being a part of the ceremony. And lastly, I would like to thank all of you here tonight for joining us in celebrating this very happy occasion. Now all that remains for me to ask is you stand up and join me in a special toast to my lovely daughter Cristina, the bride, and her good-looking husband, Ariel, the groom. Ariel and Cristina, here is to the past for all that you've learned, here is to the present for all that you share, and here is to the future for all you can look forward to together. Thank you.